Have you ever pondered how Australia, a land of diverse landscapes and unique cultures, came into being? It's a tale that stretches back millions of years, beginning when this sun-drenched continent was part of the massive supercontinent known as Gondwana. Picture this. Australia was once nestled between Antarctica and India, part of a landmass that also included Africa, South America, and New Zealand. But over the course of millions of years, the Earth's tectonic plates shifted and churned, and Australia began its slow journey to where it lies today. However, the story of Australia isn't just about its geographical odyssey. It's also about the people who called this land home long before the arrival of Europeans. More than 40,000 years ago, the first humans set foot on this vast continent. These indigenous Australians, as we know them today, were the continent's first explorers, navigators, engineers, farmers, botanists, and artists. The indigenous Australians lived in harmony with the land, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of nature. Their rich heritage and traditions have been passed down through countless generations, and even today, they form an integral part of Australia's cultural identity. Take, for instance, the concept of dreamtime. This is a complex spiritual belief system that encompasses the creation of the world, ancestral spirits, and the laws of existence. It's a testament to the profound wisdom of the indigenous Australians, who saw themselves not as masters of the land, but as part of it. And then there's the art. From intricate rock paintings to the iconic dot paintings, Indigenous Australian art is a vibrant tapestry of stories and traditions. The same can be said for their music, which features unique instruments like the didgeridoo and clapsticks. Thus, the Australia we know today is built on a foundation of ancient history and Indigenous culture, shaping its identity over thousands of years. And as we delve deeper into Australia's past, we'll discover how this ancient beginning has influenced the Australia we see today. But how did Australia evolve from an Indigenous land to a British colony? In 1788, a fleet of 11 British ships, known as the First Fleet, arrived on the shores of what is now Sydney. Commanded by Captain Arthur Phillip, this fleet was tasked with establishing a penal colony to alleviate overcrowding in British prisons. This marked the beginning of British colonization in Australia, forever changing the fabric of the continent. The arrival of the First Fleet brought a wave of profound changes. The impact on the indigenous population was enormous. With the introduction of new diseases, the seizure of their lands, and often violent conflicts, the indigenous people faced a struggle for survival. Their population dramatically declined, and their way of life was irrevocably altered. As we venture further into the 19th century, we arrive at a pivotal moment: the Australian Gold Rush. It began in the early 1850s when gold was discovered in New South Wales and Victoria. This discovery sparked a feverish migration of hopeful prospectors from around the world. The gold rush transformed Australia's economy and society, laying the groundwork for its future growth. The population exploded as hopeful immigrants poured in, chasing the dream of striking it rich. The gold rush led to a boom in construction, commerce, and industry, creating wealth and prosperity that hadn't been seen before. The face of Australia was changing at an unprecedented pace. This period was also marked by increasing demands for rights and freedoms from the miners, leading to significant social and political changes. The Eureka Stockade, a miners' uprising in 1854, is often viewed as a defining moment in Australian democracy. The colonial period and the gold rush were significant turning points in Australia's history. They transformed a distant penal colony into an increasingly cosmopolitan society, fueled by dreams of gold and a desire for a better life. It was these events that set the stage for the modern nation we see today. The echoes of this past continue to resonate, shaping Australia's identity and character. The colonial period and the gold rush were significant turning points in Australia's history, setting the stage for the modern nation we see today. So, what does it mean to be Australian in the 21st century? It's a land where diversity thrives, where the echoes of the ancient past blend seamlessly with the rhythm of the present. Australia's modern culture is as vibrant and dynamic as its breathtaking landscapes. The multicultural society is one of the most distinctive features of modern Australia. People from all corners of the world call Australia home, bringing with them their customs, languages, and food, making Australia a veritable melting pot of cultures. Walk down any city street and you'll encounter a kaleidoscope of cuisines, languages, and traditions that reflect the world's diversity. But don't let this cosmopolitanism fool you. Australians are fiercely proud of their homegrown traditions too. The Australian love for sports is legendary. Whether it's cricket on the international stage, Australian rules football in the local leagues, or surfing on the sun-kissed beaches, sports is a shared passion that transcends cultural differences and unites Australians. And then there's the vibrant arts and music scene. From the iconic Sydney Opera House to the bustling art festivals in Melbourne, Australia is a hotbed of creative talent. Indigenous art forms flourish alongside contemporary expressions, creating a rich and diverse artistic landscape. At the heart of it all is the Australian concept of mateship. It's rooted in the egalitarian spirit that defines the Australian way of life. It's about looking out for each other, lending a helping hand, and sticking together through thick and thin. This spirit of camaraderie and mutual respect is the glue that holds this diverse society together. Lastly, the laid-back nature of Australians is something that's hard to miss. There's a sense of balance here, a deep appreciation for the good things in life, be it a barbecue on the beach, a cold beer at the end of a long day, or just a friendly chat with a mate. Australia's modern culture is a vibrant tapestry, woven from the threads of its Indigenous heritage, colonial past, and multicultural present. But what about the natural wonders that Australia is so famous for? Well, let's dive right in. Australia is a land of contrasts, each one as breathtaking as the last. It's a place where the Earth's palette runs wild, painting landscapes that are as varied as they are vast. Imagine the Outback, a place where the red sand stretches far as the eye can see, under an endless sky. It is a place of silence and solitude, where the land seems to echo with stories of the ancient dreamtime. Here, the heat shimmers off the ground, and the only sound is the wind whistling through the ghost gums. Then there's the lush, tropical rainforests of Queensland, a stark contrast to the arid Outback. Here, the air is heavy with the scent of wet earth and the hum of insects. The canopy is a riot of green, punctuated by bursts of colourful birds and the chattering of tree-dwelling marsupials. It's like stepping into another world, one that's teeming with life and energy. And let's not forget the stunning Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system on Earth. Just beneath the surface of the crystal-clear waters, a kaleidoscope of colours awaits. It's an underwater paradise, home to countless species of vibrant fish, coral and marine life. Finally, there's the iconic Sydney Harbour with its world-renowned Opera House and Harbour Bridge. But it's not just about the man-made wonders. The harbour is a dazzling blend of sparkling waters, lush parks and bustling city life, all framed by the deep blue Australian sky. In Australia, the unique flora and fauna are as much a part of the landscape as the soil itself. From bounding kangaroos and cuddly koalas to towering eucalyptus trees, Australia is home to a unique wildlife that is as fascinating as it is diverse. Australia's stunning landscapes and unique wildlife are a testament to its rich biodiversity and natural beauty. It's a place where every view tells a story, every creature has a place, and every landscape is a masterpiece in its own right. Australia is indeed a canvas of nature's best work. So, what have we learned about Australia? We've journeyed back to the ancient beginnings, to a time when the Indigenous Aboriginal people were the sole custodians of this vast land. Their rich culture, steeped in lore, spirituality, and a deep connection to the land, has left an indelible mark on Australia's heritage. The ancient rock paintings, the didgeridoos' haunting melodies, and the captivating Dreamtime stories are all remnants of this enduring legacy. Our journey then took us to the colonial times and the Gold Rush era, a pivotal period in Australia's history that transformed its cultural and demographic landscape. It was a time of great change, marked by the arrival of settlers from far and wide, each bringing with them their customs, traditions, and hopes for a prosperous future. The Gold Rush in particular was a defining moment, sparking a flurry of activity and turning quiet colonial towns into vibrant hubs of commerce and industry. We also got a taste of modern Australian culture, a unique blend of Indigenous traditions, colonial influences, and contemporary global trends. From the laid-back beach culture and the iconic barbecues to the vibrant arts scene and the love for sports, modern Australia is as diverse as it is unique. Our exploration wouldn't be complete without marveling at Australia's breathtaking landscapes and unique wildlife. The country's diverse geography, from the arid outback and the lush rainforests to the pristine beaches and the rugged mountain ranges, is awe-inspiring. Not to mention the unique wildlife that calls Australia home, including kangaroos, koalas, and the elusive platypus. In summary, we've discovered that Australia is a land of contrasts and diversity. It's a country that seamlessly blends ancient traditions with modern sensibilities, a place where each region has its unique charm and character, and where the landscapes are as diverse and captivating as its people and culture. Australia is a land of ancient heritage, diverse cultures, and breathtaking landscapes, a fascinating destination for any travel enthusiast.